What's up, everybody? Better get my steps in once again, especially after what I just read. Did you know that folks with ADHD have a 50% higher likelihood of developing type 2 diabetes? It's kind of a loaded statement, because I think there are a lot of things that contribute whether or not someone would develop a type 2 diabetes, but those with ADHD seem to be a little more prone, actually a lot more prone. There are some key characteristics or behaviors, common behaviors of folks with ADHD that may lend themselves to a person being more prone to developing type 2 diabetes. We're just going to talk about one of them today, and that is impulsivity. But impulsivity is the inability to keep yourself from completing a specific action or thing without fully either just not being able to stop yourself from doing it or not being able to fully think through the ramifications of what might happen if you do said thing. Now, how does that affect whether or not someone with ADHD gets type 2 diabetes? Well, I know for me personally, in my life, there's been a lot of mindless snacking. There's been a lot of binge eating. There's been a lot of lack of thought put into what I'm going to snack on, because I just kind of, I'm going to go and do this, and I didn't bring anything with me, so I get something that's convenient, right? Folks with ADHD, part of that impulsivity, especially when you're looking at eating habits, common eating habits, we're more prone to binge eating, we're more prone to snacking, we're more prone to getting hyper-focused or caught up on a task or activity that rings that dopamine bell, and we like that. We just keep doing it. We lose sense of time. We lose sense of the quantity of things that we've eaten. That's a really slippery slope, because the more frequently you are snacking or the more that you're eating, your body is having to produce more and more insulin every time you eat, right? To help take the glucose, the blood sugar, to kind of bring that back down to a normal level. The more that you do that, the more frequently you do that, the more intensely you do that, the quicker you become insulin resistant, i.e. diabetic. I think it's also important to understand that not all snacks are created equal. Not all foods are created equal. There are those that have higher glycemic index than others. And those with a high glycemic index mean that they're going to provoke a larger, more intense insulin response. So what are some things that you can do then to avoid impulsively just crushing a whole box of Swiss cake rolls or an entire bag of Doritos?